Hi everyone, this is Max Vernon. Thank you for tuning in to New Songs Now. I have some text from Daniela Topol from Rattlestick Theatre and I would like to read it, and hopefully you can hear me through my bejeweled mask. Hi everyone, welcome to New Songs Now in your living room. Every year, Rattlestick and Rosalind Productions present this unplugged composer series that gives songwriters like us the opportunity to play new material and a fan favorite or two in a really fun, low-key environment. Now, given present circumstances, we hope you and those close to you are doing well. We moved New Songs Now into our bedrooms and living rooms on Thursday evenings for several weeks. There will be a Q&A with us after the performance, so if you have any questions for me or Rona, just add it to the YouTube comments section. And if you would like to donate to Rattlestick, because they're an awesome theater and they've done so many incredible productions that I've seen, please go to www.rattlestick.org/donate. Now stay safe and enjoy the show. And disclaimer, I do not understand the incredible technology crazy setup that our tech guru Bartek just helped us set up. This whole thing is a little bit like that, so if shit goes wrong, I take zero responsibility. I just blame it on the fact that there are lots of different things plugged in right now. All right. That's much better. All right, so I'm going to start out this concert by singing a song from two new musicals. Well, actually, the songs I'm going to sing over the course of the show are from two new musicals because I feel like some people know The View Upstairs, some people know K-pop, but I want to try some new things. And so the opening song is going to be from my new musical I'm working on called The Tattooed Lady, which is about tattooed ladies who performed in the Victorian-era freak show in the 1800s. And the song is going to be a little awkward, I think, for my downstairs neighbors, because it's the whole idea is that all the noises in the song are made up from the women being pricked by the tattoo needle, and so it's a lot of like so like hopefully the downstairs people will think I'm having some like really great sex. We'll find out. How much longer? How much longer? Are you done yet? How much longer? How much longer? I must have been drinking when I thought that this would be a good idea. A good idea. Are you done yet? Are you done yet? How much longer? 7 months of thinking, 7 days a week, or an entire year. An entire year. Are you done yet? Is it worth it? Can I back out? Should we stop now? This is an endurance test of speed, of strength, and act of free will. So painful but addictive, partly torture, mostly a thrill. No one said that ours was easy, but I didn't think it'd be so slow. It'd be so slow. Are you done yet? Are you done yet? It took 3 months to get 32 down, only 95 to go. 95 to go. Are you done yet? Is it worth it? Can I back out? Should we stop now? This is an endurance test of speed, of strength, and act of free will. So painful but addictive, partly torture, mostly a thrill. It's beautiful. Get rid of it. I'm miserable. I love now we are going to take it over to Rona Siddiqui.
Yay, Max! That brought me back to, I got to see Max perform a bunch of those songs from Tattooed Lady at Joe's Pub last year, and it was mind-blowing. Y'all are in for some great treats with that show. So hi, everybody. I am here with amazing guitarist Justin Rothberg and an array of boomwhackers. So when the quarantine began, which was I think about 50 some odd days ago, we were kind of in a different place. And I wrote this song maybe within the first week of the quarantine, and it all stemmed from a moment where I had just finished I was taking my laundry out of the washing machine and hanging up my bras, and I was just like, wash my bras. Don't know why. And I couldn't stop saying that to myself, and so I just kind of like wrote a song about it. So here it is. 2, 3, 4. Wash my bras, don't know why. Tweeze my eyebrows, don't know why. Deep shine hair mask, don't know why. Don't know why. Put my pants on, don't know why. Curled my lashes, don't know why. Plumping lip gloss, don't know why. Don't know why. And I sit in one spot and think of you all day. Picture of lovely, sad girl cliche. And I wonder why you had to go away. Don't know why, don't know why. Could it be coronavirus? I wanna laugh, but I just sit here and cry. Don't know why, don't know why. Don't know why, don't know why. Why we had to say goodbye. Don't know why, don't know why. Quarantine songs, yay!
Oh my God, I love
Max,
that. I was saying
thank
to Rona, I had never seen a boomwhacker before, so I was just like, what kind of sorcery is this? You're slapping pool noodles and they're making noise at various pitches.
It's like the least technical thing on earth, and you were doing like the most technical stuff with all your tracks and everything, which sounded amazing. I'm so excited
earlier
for
today when we were doing our dress rehearsal tech check, and all of a sudden, for completely unexplained reasons, my high def mic, I was sideways, and also I was like, don't know why. But I was like, okay, we're just gonna roll with it. And we're gonna go to the regular crappy mic. Anyway, Rona, I love you.
Gosh.
That song is like my self-care. Okay, so I'm gonna do another new song from Tattooed Lady, and this song is called Big Empty House, and it is one of the daughters of one of the Tattooed Ladies. She's the only character in the show who was not a circus performer, who has this very complicated relationship with her mother, talking about basically her dysfunctional childhood and growing up with an alcoholic mother. So, it's a light rom-com type of a song. There's a big empty house in Elysian Fields. You'll see it in fall, head over heels. Modern kitchen, 3-bed, 2-bath, double wide. It's quiet except for the freeway on-ramp, black mold on the wall. Anytime it gets damp, and a charming smell from the cesspool outside. The AstroTurf stays green all year round. Watching Ed Sullivan, spellbound, I'm twirling like a weather vane. 13, I'm dancing to Elvis, but nobody's watching. This big empty house is full of me. Growing up fast in Elysian fields, to live there's to know how a collision feels. My family is crashing each day without making a sound. Father is blind, mom drinks not to see some demon inside her that's living rent-free, while I smile through dinner and dream of burning this big empty house down. The AstroTurf stays green all year round, sink water dripping orange and brown. I'm twirling like a weather vane, obscene, keep dancing to Elvis, nobody's watching. This big empty house is full. This big empty house is full. This big empty house is full of me. Thank you.
I'm so excited for this show.
Yeah, this is the best. I'm really having a good time.
No, well, yes, our show, but I also meant your show.
Oh, Tattoo Lady. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm excited for that if theater ever comes back. But in
If
this
theater
moment,
ever
I'm
comes
just
back.
kind of like, there's only us.
Yes,
There's
there's
only
only
this. And I feel like you and your boomwhackers in this moment is just so much more compelling than my musical.
Well, you know what is compelling is your costume change, and I will be getting in on this fun. I'm trying and match you, but I know I never can. But I'm gonna.
May the odds be ever in your favor. Bring it.
Thank
Let's
you.
see.
All right, we'll see. Okay, so my next song is from a production of Measure for Measure, an adaptation that my friend Andrew Willis Woodward put together. And he decided to incorporate songs for the female characters to sing, since in that show, the female characters don't really have much agency. So at random points in that show, the female characters would jump up on a table and just start like rocking out like singer-songwriter style. So because the actors are also playing instruments, I tried to make these songs as easy as possible. And one of them I adapted for Boomwhacker. So I shall play it for you now. You opened me up and you sucked me out like a vacuum. And I liked it, 'cause you saw me for a moment. Saw me from the inside out. Oh, you hollowed me out and you let me dry like a pumpkin. And I liked it, 'cause you touched me for a moment. Touched me from the inside out. Now all I'm left with is rage for treating me like this, for scooping out my heart without a second thought. But if I could figure out how to fill myself up again, I would like it, 'cause you'd want me for a moment. Want me from the inside out. God help me escape your pull, but I give it to you again and again. I will feed you from
I love hearing you sing. It just like, it feels, I don't know, there's something that's just like so good.
Oh, thank you. I feel the same way.
It suits me. It suits me. Which, listen, for a Jew with an anxiety disorder, I will take whatever soothing I can get.
Aw, thank you, friend. Yeah. And you, I always love hearing you sing. Your range and your layers of yourself all on top of each other. I never get tired of it. I want to hear Max all day long.
Thank you. For some of y'all out there, you might not know, Rona and I met when we were in musical theater writing program. She was in the year ahead of me, and I just had like a huge artistic crush on her. And so when I was doing my thesis musical, The View Upstairs, which became my first off-Broadway production, Rona was the OG MD working on that piece, and really helped unlock that piece for me in so many different ways. So it was just like a fabulous opportunity to collaborate with her, but also I felt selfish because I was like, this person's like such a badass composer, so I'm like, I shouldn't even be making them MD for me.
But I loved it. I loved every second of it. And I remember when I finally got to see the production and see how it came full circle, I was just like, remember after the show, I was like weeping. I was just like, I couldn't stop crying. I was just so proud and so happy. It's such a beautiful show.
Oh my God. Well, the bad Rona, you're like the good Rona, and then the bad Rona that's out there.
Wait, the bad Rona?
Right? The bad Rona that's Corona.
That Rona.
Yeah, that Rona. Yeah. I'm sorry your name got like hijacked on Twitter.
Oh my gosh. Every time I see that hashtag, I'm like, ooh. So, yeah.
Well, the bad Rona needs to go away so the good Rona can come back and do Afghan for us, because I want to see that production so badly, because I will be there with tears streaming down my face.
Yes, hopefully coming soon.
Should I sing another song?
Sing another song.
Should we do this? Okay.
Yeah.
So now I've done 2 Tattooed Lady songs, and now I'm going to switch into my musical Show and Tell, which is a musical about the apocalypse. And the idea is it's the hour before the world ends, and there's a bunch of strangers at a local rec room sharing objects from their life. And believe it or not, I've been writing the show for 5 years. So I was writing about the apocalypse before it was real or fashionable. But this experience of being trapped inside my house for the last 2.5 months has definitely tweaked my understanding a lot of this. But anyway, so one of the characters in the show, her name is Chloe. She's a makeup influencer, and she used to be very famous on YouTube, but now YouTube does not exist anymore. So she goes to Show and Tell to do makeup tutorials, because that is like the only way she can still connect. And the song is called Came to Slay. The world's gone astray, a new disaster every day. But don't forget that you're still sickening in your own special way. You can't change your fate, but you can change your face. And for a moment feel like you're in control, and everything's in the right place. Take a deep breath, and stop your wallowing. You're still very influential, even if no one is following. Just prime your eyes, start to see if you can't stop the calamity. You can contour it, you can contour it. Make your doll eyes smile, let your cheekbones sing. Conceal almost everything, all the shares and likes you'll never get. The hurt and shame, just cover it with holographic shine, so no one knows you're crying. Cause if this should be my final day, I'm showing death I came to slay. And because there wasn't enough balls I was already juggling, I'm now gonna try to add a little highlight to my face.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, that's the dialogue that's supposed to be in the show. I guess it's embedded in the MP3. That's awkward.
Yeah, I look like a dumb bitch.
That's the character reacting to the influencer putting makeup on her and being like, I didn't sign up for that. All right, second verse, here we go. I used to be an internet celebrity until the cloud collapsed and we all lost our fame and history. So much to share, but there's no way to stream. So now I'm here with you folks in the flesh, instead across your iPhone screen. I'm freaking out and feeling all the feels, cause I'm pretty sure I should be with the friends I know. So love is real, but what is my identity if strangers aren't watching me contour it? You can contour it. Make your dull eyes smile, let your cheekbones sing. Conceal almost everything. All the shares and likes you'll never get. The hurt and shame, just cover it with holographic shine, so no one knows you're crying. Cause if this should be my final day, showing death I came to slay. If your life's a mess, if your life's a mess and the world is shit, just contour it, just contour it. If your life's a mess and the world is shit, just contour it, just contour it. If your life's a mess and the world is shit, just contour it, just contour it. If your life's a mess and the world is shit, just contour it. Make your dull eyes smile, let your cheekbones sing. Conceal almost everything. All the shares and likes you'll never get. The hurt and shame, just cover it with holographic shine, so no one knows you're crying. Cause if this should be my final day, showing death I came to smile and let your cheekbones sing. Conceal almost everything. The shares and likes you'll never get. The fear and doubt, just cover it with holographic shine, so no one knows you're crying. Cause if this should be my final day, showing death I came to slay. Showing death I came to slay.
Yes! Ah, so fun.
That song was brought to you by Huda Beauty Highlight Kit.
You should talk about your makeup skills, because they are so far advanced, like so much farther advanced than mine. I'm like I just do like natural makeup and that's all I can do, and you're like stunning, shocking.
This is natural makeup. What are you talking about?
And you're doing beauty tutorials now, yes?
A little bit, yeah. I feel like it's a little bit like my gay queer birthright to do a makeup tutorial. It's like I unlocked a Boy Scout badge or something.
Yeah. I wish I had your skills. I do not. But this is my first costume change. It's very subtle, I know, but we'll maybe escalate as we go through the evening. And yours. And also, I don't know if everybody knows that Max designs his own costumes. So that should be known.
I painted this.
That's just like ridiculous to me. It's so beautiful. I wish I had your visual skills. I don't.
I wish I had your music theory. I want to Ursula Seawitch that shit from
you.
Oh,
yeah! Well, but that's why we have each other, because like, you were my costume designer for the Tin, and I was your, MD and, copyist for the original Be Upstairs.
Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand.
Yeah, I want to sing with you, but then I'm like, are we going to be delayed? Is it going to be weird?
Oh yeah, there might be weird latency. I don't know. I don't understand the technology. Okay, sing your amazing song.
Oh, okay. So the next song, is my second song that I wrote during quarantine, and I'm actually going to play you a video. I realized I was developing a very interesting relationship as quarantine was going on, with my sweatshirt. And so I wrote a song about my sweatshirt, and we will play it for you now. It still takes place in this living room, but I just figured it was more exciting because you got like some cool cuts and stuff, and other instruments. So Bartek, if you're ready to play it, let's do it. You've always been there for me. You've always cared for me. And I took your love for granted. You didn't mind if I tossed you aside, held me close till my fears would subside, and I couldn't see how lucky I was. And now I've needed you more than ever. You've cradled me with your warm embrace, every day and every night, while I sit, sleep, and eat in this one same place. nights. Sweatshirt, baby, hoodie, I'm down on my knees. Don't get dirty, I'm begging you please, 'cause I never wanna take you off, not even to wash, no. Sweatshirt, baby, hoodie, you can't start to smell. How long can we go? Only time will tell. 'Cause I never do wanna take you off. No, no. So many fibers of plush delight. No one but you here to hold me at night. Got some other hoodies, but baby, I'm the top. And thank the Lord for making you. And also that Cambodian sweatshop. That Cambodian sweatshop. Oh, sweatshirt, baby, hoodie, I need you to stay. No matter what I spill on you, you won't go away. 'Cause I never wanna take you off, not even to bed. Sweatshirt, baby, hoodie, I gave you my heart. Let's hear the preacher say till death do us part. 'Cause I never wanna take you off. I'm never not gonna take you off. Ooh. All right. That was Sweatshirt, Baby, Hoodie. You guys, it's like, I can't explain to you how wonderful this sweatshirt is. So I have actually written a next song where Hoodie is called Hoodie's Response. So Hoodie is responding to me. And I thought it was going to be like, oh, Hoodie's like, hey girl, like, I love you back or whatever. But when I started writing, Hoodie was actually pissed. So stay tuned for Hoodie's response coming soon to social media near you. And back to you, Max.
Wait, Rona, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
You said your cousin or your younger nephew is watching?
Oh, did you hear me?
No,
did I say that too?
I think you said that, but I just want to warn you, there is a curse word in this next song.
Oh, okay.
So
hey, Harris or Shireen, just heads up. Here comes some cursing.
So you might want to just block their ears while this is happening. Okay, cool. Yeah. So this next song is the most recent song I finished. It's also from Show and Tell, and the character that shares this song is a journalist. And originally, he thinks the thing that he wants to share is his diaries of all the news and all the interviews he's been collecting while the world has been falling apart. But then he realizes that kind of in the grand scheme of his life, that stuff is like not necessarily quite as important in the moment as just something that is like very human to him. And so he decides to share a ticket from a fictionalized opera of Citizen Kane that was a piece of trash. And the song is about me basically just missing being in theater with all of you guys. What I wouldn't give right now to see a terrible, terrible show and be able to get a martini afterwards and complain with a dear friend. So here we go. Here's a ticket to Citizen Kane, the opera. It was almost 6 hours long, and the music equivalent of eating glass. And I don't really like opera at all, if I'm honest, not even the good ones. But I'm a journalist, and I like the movie, so I went. And there were 2,600 people sitting together in silence. 2,600 people wondering when will it end. And in this strange way, this flaming piece of shit somehow united us. For a moment we were one. I miss that feeling very much. 2,600 people, the memory of all those people. They're in a time capsule, like some old friend begging to be known again. They're in a time capsule. The future might not ever see, but it mattered all so much to me. Future might not ever see, but it mattered to me. Yeah, it mattered to me. Here's the thing about Citizen Kane, he's a cunt, or at the very least a capitalist. I've lived my life as his opposite. Got a fancy degree to make minimum wage. Pursuing the truth and social justice was my Xanadu. Forever unfinished and bound to be erased. But there were 2,600 people sitting together in silence. 2,600 people wonder, when will it end? The emperor had no clothes, and yet the nakedness delighted us. For a moment we were one, the closest to true I ever got. 2,600 people, the memory of all those people. They're in a time capsule today, like some old friend begging to be known again. They're in a time capsule. The future might not ever see, but it mattered all so much to me. The future might not ever see, but it mattered to me. Okay, now the other people in the room are about to share the things that they want to put inside this time capsule. So just pretend I'm different people. Tomato seeds, assuming one day things will grow again. Everyone loves tomatoes except assholes I don't trust. And I miss spearmint green, the fuggliest nail polish I ever bought. But it reminds me of the earth and all the beauty that's been lost. 20-sided die is all you need to play D&D, except your imagination, which is key to solving anything. The future will not be boring. It'll have flavor, vibrant colors, and endless hours of games. There'll be beauty once again on that far off beyond, when some stranger finds our time capsule. Some stranger finds our time capsule. They're in a time capsule today, like some old friend begging to be known again. They're in a time capsule. The future might not ever see, but it mattered oh so much to me. The future might not ever see, but it mattered all so much to me. The future might not ever see, but it mattered all so much to me. The future might not ever see, but it mattered to me. Yeah, it mattered to me.
Yes! I once heard
I
you
have no
say...
idea if any of that made sense out of context.
You know what? It sounded amazing.
Oh, there's going to be a Q&A.
Oh, yeah. After my next song. Max, you once told me... Or no, you didn't. I heard this, I think. I heard you say this in an interview. That you write... I think somebody asked you, like, how long does it take you to write a song? And you're just like, a day. Is that true?
Yeah, no, I only have two speeds. I'm either sitting on my ass for nothing, as my boyfriend, who's probably watching right now, very well knows, for months at a time, or I am writing an entire musical in 2 weeks. I kind of have to, for me, I just kind of catch the lightning and then I write like that. But for me, unless there's a song that like really feels out, I don't know if you feel this way as a composer, but if there's a song that feels very much outside of your lived experience, then sometimes it takes a lot more work to like actually get into the craft of what you do and really puzzle out, how am I going to tell this? But I feel like artists, we're just kind of like channels, right? We're like channeling this creativity from the universe. And so I feel like for the most of the time, my router's busted and I'm constantly resetting it. But when I've got a good connection going to that creative Wi-Fi, it just goes like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I think.
And how do you write?
I take a little bit more time. Like the idea comes very quickly, but then like the crafting takes me some days, I think, to really like mush it out. And I usually do lyrics first and then, so that'll take me a few days and then music takes me a few days. So yeah, it takes me a little bit longer. Muscle through. But like those quarantine songs, those I wrote, really fast, minutes fast. So,
and they went viral.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they went viral, but
Viral, yeah, it just sounds wrong now. Saying viral.
Hashtag Rona, hashtag viral.
I really feel like you should adopt hashtag the good Rona.
Which hashtag what?
Hashtag the good Rona.
The good Rona. Yeah. I like that. Okay, I shall do my next song, which is on the guitar. And and then after this, we'll do some Q&A if anybody has any questions. So I'm not a guitarist. Yes, questions go in the comments on YouTube. This is another song from Measure for Measure. And it was inspired by an exhibit I heard of that was simply the clothing that survivors were wearing during their sexual assault. And it just struck me very much. And so I wrote this song. Cause I do what I please. I brought a extra sweater so I work, I don't freeze. I wore my lipstick, chapstick. She woke up and she put on her clothes. She wore her floral dress, the one that her boyfriend chose. She wore her flat sandals with the open toes. She wore her sunglasses. And she woke up and she put on her clothes. She wore her scrubs, baby, cause the hospital closed. But she don't have to think, she just gets up and goes. She wore New Balances. So don't ask us what we wore the night cause it doesn't fucking matter. Oh, curse word for me.
I love that song so much and the message of it. And every time I read the news about things like that, it's just like the most infuriating thing of all time.
Yeah.
So I love that. And I love that song.
Thanks. Should we see if there are any questions?
Do we have any questions? We don't have any questions, but we have lots of like really lovely comments of people sending us love.
Thanks, friends.
So we like that.
Yeah.
Why don't we ask each other a question before we do our final song of just what's something that nobody knows about Rona Siddiqui that you wish the world would know?
Ooh, geez, that's like I feel like it's like a Miss America question. Something why don't you answer that first, since you thought of it? Because actually it's a really good question, but I don't know. I can't think of anything right now.
I guess for me, what I wish people knew is that I feel like it would be easy to get the wrong impression of me because I have the makeup and I have the costumes and I kind of, like my persona, not who I am when no one's watching, with just my boyfriend, but when I'm out in the world, I think people think I'm very showbiz. It's kind of like this crazy creature, like Liberace or something like that. But for me, all of that comes from a place of self-care. You know, I grew up very bullied, and that left me with a lot of dysmorphia and feeling really bad about my body and my image. And so for me, the makeup and the costumes, it's a little bit of an armor. It's what I can do to feel comfortable in my own skin, and also to give myself hope, because we live in a really dark world. And I think, you know, as artists, to create good art, we have to be porous. We have to allow the world into ourselves and filter it out. But a lot of that darkness can stay trapped inside of you. So for me, I love makeup, I love costumes, but I just want people to know it doesn't come from like a vapid place. For me, it comes from actually a very serious place of self-determination, basically just having agency over my own life and how I relate to the world as like a genderqueer Jew with an anxiety disorder.
Yeah. You know, I think about this a lot, about when you are doing all of this fabulous makeup and fabulous clothes, and something that for you is something that's like a powerful way of expressing yourself. For me, like, makeup has been more of a oppressor, you know, like feeling like this is something I have to do in order to be accepted, or, you know, if I don't look a certain way, you know, I'm getting judged. And so it's totally different thing. It's so
weird, because I feel like for some women, they can feel oppressed by makeup because it's about imposing a very specific type of femininity that you did not subscribe to or sign up for. And for me, as someone who was harassed for my femininity my entire life, makeup is a weird way of reclaiming that. You
Absolutely.
know, I love that. And I mean, I don't love that we've had shitty people give us complexes about things like that. But I love that two different people can have completely different reactions to something as basic as that.
I know. It's so true. I think, like, at heart, I'm just like, I just want to like wake up in the morning and go to the beach in shorts and tank top and barefoot. Like, that's me. That would be like my best life.
Amazing. I don't know what shorts are, but I hear a lot of people wear them, and they're apparently great.
I've never seen you in shorts. That's so true. Really?
Never.
I feel like you could rock some kind of like parachute, like, I don't know. I bet you could make like
in shorts would be like that picture that's been going around social media of the owl where they lifted up the feathers and you see the owls actually have these crazy long legs. It's like, that's me in shorts. Nobody wants to see that. Ain't nobody asked for that.
Aww.
But thank you for everybody who, oh my God, people are saying, wait, now, oh my God, now we have questions.
Oh.
Wait, Nick Corley has a question.
Oh, Nick!
A question for you both. Who would you say was the biggest musical / songwriting influence on your life? Rona, go.
Bah! I will go with Beethoven.
Whoa.
You know, like, it's so, like, I think maybe people don't know that about me. I was, you know, classically trained and played piano since I was 4 years old. And I think when I studied how Beethoven could take a very basic melody or motif, and the way he developed that was like mind-blowing to me, because I would always come up with little bitties and I didn't know what to do with them. And so Beethoven's use of development is what kind of set me on my path, I would say.
I mean, Pathetique, that is a bop, right?
I mean, come on. Every one of those, every movement. Yeah, every movement of the Pathetique is amazing.
So good, it slaps. For me, Nick Corley, the biggest musical songwriting influence, I have like a holy trinity. My holy trinity is Laura Nyro, Stevie Wonder, and Joni Mitchell. And I feel like I learned everything from those people. And then there's like weird people orbiting that, like Mama Cass somewhere out there, Stevie Nicks somewhere out there. But yeah, I mean, Stevie Wonder is just like, what's better than fucking Stevie Wonder?
Nothing is better than Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Wait, we have a couple other questions. Marcus Scott, how do you know when a song will click or connect with others? Rona.
Oh, well, I'm not really thinking about that. I'm thinking about, is this coming from a place of honesty inside of me? And if I can say that is happening, that's it's nothing but truth, then that's all that matters to me. And so far my experience has been, if that's the case, then it does connect to other people.
Oh my God, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, yeah, I feel like what's really important about writing in theater, but writing in general, is like, you know who you're writing for, you know, and like, I know what my lane is, you know, and I feel like it's a really cool lane. I love my lane. There's like rhinestones all over the place. There's feather boas. There's like K-pop stars. There's weird forgotten 70s gay bars. But so I've made space within my lane, but I stay in my lane, and I know who I'm writing for, and I'm writing for other people out there who feel disenfranchised by the typical world of musical theater and want to hear something that's a little bit different and fearless and truth-telling, and that is who I write for. So I assume when I write a new song, it is not going to click with 80% of people listening to it, but for the 20% it does click with, they're going to be like, yes.
Nice.
Okay, Rona, final question. Tell us something about you wish people knew.
Oh, we're back to that. I thought I escaped that one.
No. What's the meaning of life?
I don't know. I feel like I'm such an open book. What do people not know about me? Okay, all right. This is the confession. I probably spend the majority of a day playing word games on my phone.
Yes. It's good.
That's embarrassing.
Gotta preserve those brain cells.
Maybe, or just, it's a waste of time, but that's what I do. There you go, everybody. Yeah.
Celebrities, they're just like us. All right, wait, let's do our final songs. Rona, do you want to kick it off for final song?
No, I have to do a costume change.
Oh my God, you have to do a costume change. Okay, well, I also have to do a costume change, so hold up. For Max only.
Oh, Max only. Oh, should we go to... Oh, he can... Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you. It's that end of the night, and I decided to end with the wordiest song I have in my catalog. So this is also a song from Show and Tell, and it is from this lady in the show who is a nurse from a pregnancy ward, maternity ward, who carries around a machete in this new post-apocalyptic dystopian future. And the entire show, she's just like very badass, very punk rock. But at the end of the show, the object she shares is a mixtape someone gave her from a punk squat that she was living in 30 years before. So the song is called Stupid Ancient Trees. First trip, I had just turned 25. Rented a car, tried to see how far we could drive. Streamed along on the interstate to a hardcore punk mixtape he made. Black flag blasting in the summer breeze. I woke up underneath the redwood trees. 400 feet tall, makes you feel insignificant and small. But we got high in the park and carved our names into 500-year-old bark. We were young, obnoxious, without a care, and I thought I really loved him. There were stars in the sky, and these prehistoric trees, and it was probably just the weed, but he got down on his knees, and he asked if I would marry him. Are you out of your fucking mind? And I said yes. Oh my God. To celebrate, we attempted sex in the park, but there were bugs, it was cold, just a little too dark. We bid the trees farewell, spent the night off the freeway in a cheap motel. Moldy walls painted vomit pink, and 4 used condoms underneath the sink. I couldn't sleep at all. He talked of kids getting hitched at City Hall, or picking out a wedding cake. It made the last 7 hours feel like a mistake. I laid on the bed and watched him snore, more alone than I ever felt before. Those stars in the sky, and those stupid ancient trees that made permanency wonderful and less like a disease. But I couldn't fake the fantasy. I chose to grow up fast. Not everything is meant to last. He had this way of smiling that always seemed insincere. He didn't recycle, didn't have a job. He liked to talk too much about beer, and he wanted 6 kids 'cause I wanted none. I said your social skills appall, but he just laughed. I wouldn't change anything about you at all. I wonder where he is now, how he looks, and how his life turned out. Is he also alone, or did he find the start, a family of his own? Instead of forever, we were just a fling, but I find it weirdly comforting that somewhere out there now, our names are still on those trees, just one out of 100,000 couples' memories. I haven't talked to him in 20 years, he's so far out of sight. I don't know why I thought of him tonight.
Aww, what a beautiful closer. That was gorgeous.
Had a little brain fart moment. But, whatever. I feel like we've done a kick-ass job tonight, given, like, all the different variables of everything going on in the world, and we're in our living rooms, and we're making do, and you and I are both control freaks. We love, like, be knowing everything is perfect, and tonight's been an exercise of letting go of, like, if I miss a lyric, if the costume change doesn't happen in time, something that sounds wonky, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. It's just fun that we get to do this and share some songs with people.
Yeah.
So,
feel connected.
and I feel so connected to you. I'm just so glad we got to do this together. That made me so happy.
It was so fun. And everybody remember to tune in, I believe, next time this is happening, it's going to be Shayna Taub and Issa Davis, which is like freaking amazing. And then after that, it's Grace McLean and the Lazures, right?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so every Thursday night at 8, you're going to get another duo, like powerhouse duo.
They're just a bunch of future legends.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So this dress right here, this is like the swankiest dress that I have. So, and
Glamour.
here is a secret. This is a Kelly O'Hara hand-me-down, and she does not know that I have it. She has no idea. So, my roommate used to be her personal assistant, and so I guess at some point Kelly was getting rid of some stuff, and she was like, do you want Kelly and I are like the same size. She's like, do you want this? Do you want this? And she held up this dress, and on a hanger, I was like, there's no way in hell I would look good in that. Like, that is ridiculous for Rona. And then she's like, just put it on. And it was almost like, made for me. So,
it's amazing. Wait, is that a brooch in the cleavage?
Let me get a little closer.
Oh my God.
I know.
Extravaganza.
So, someday when we're at the Tonys,
expensive.
I will be rocking this dress. And you will have seen it here first. So, I shall sing my last song now. And this is from my show, Salam Medina Tales of a Afghan. And that is a show that's very near and dear to my heart because it is autobiographical, and it's about growing up bi-ethnic in America and kind of the trials and tribulations of grappling with otherness, and but it's told in like a really fun way. It's a very fast-paced vaudevillian style. So this song is actually the song that the father character sings, and my father is from Afghanistan. So I've been thinking a lot about the immigrant experience of late, and imagining what it must be like to leave your home, leave your country, leave your family, your culture, and start a new life in a new place, and then have children, and have those children not understand that very fundamental thing about who you are, and how hard that must have been for him. So I wrote this song called When a Pigeon Flies. I raised 300 pigeons in a coop in my backyard. This is beloved pastime of my nation. I fly them and care for them and show them at the fair. I'm a member of the National Pigeon Association. Did you know that they're monogamous? They love to settle down. Sure, they use their wings to play and race, but they're wired to circle back. They love to stay on track and come back home. But when a pigeon flies and doesn't come back, what of home is kept and what is lost? It seems the farther you fly, the harder it is to remember. Some pigeons love to tumble, they do tricks up in the air, and some can even roll right on the ground. Is it joy or curiosity to see the world anew, to feel unbound? But truth be told, we all have boundaries, that's what keeps us safe, until protectors fail us, disappear. See, danger makes us flee, unknowing what will be away from home. But when a pigeon flies and doesn't come back, do echoes of his past pass down his line? It seems the harder you try, the farther they fly from your wishes. But I know my home is something they'll never know, and maybe they don't care, 'cause to them there was never there. At least to there that was theirs. My kids don't like the pigeons, they hate the dirty coop. How birth and death and shit are on display. Where I see life, they see nuisance. My passion makes them cringe, but that's okay. Perhaps I gave them something more precious. Choice. For the things they'll never know, I am so happy. For the things they'll never know, I am so sad. For in the things they'll never know is where my heart is. But I suppose that's how it goes when a pigeon flies and doesn't come back.
Oh my god. That song transported me to Washington Square Park. I was just like, what I wouldn't give to see an ugly ass pigeon right now.
Aw, I think it might be mating season right now because, now that I have all this time to stare out my window, I just see all these little... I see all these little pigeon couples like on the roof across the way, and I'm like, aw, they're so, I don't know. Yeah, it makes me miss home, and it makes me miss my dad. Hi, Dad. So anyway,
that song melted my heart. Rona, this has been so fun.
Max,
I love you. I love getting to perform with you, and thank you to everyone out there who watched us just play a little bit, mess around for the last hour.
Yeah,
and thank you, Rattlesticks and Daniel Topo. Wait, Rona, do you have very official language you must say?
I have some dialogue I must share. We've said most of it, but I'm going to say it anyway because now you just put me on the spot. Thank you so much for watching New Songs Now in your living room. We are so glad we've been able to share our work with you. Our thanks again to Rattlestick and Rosalind Productions. And again, if you'd like to donate to Rattlestick, we would appreciate it. Please go to www.rattlestick.org/donate. And we talked about the amazing show that's coming up next week, which is Asa Davis and Shayna Taub. Please come back for that. I will be here.
The best. Two queens.
Two queens. And until then, be safe, be well. We're so happy you joined us, and have a good night.
Good night and good luck.